Hey guys, what's up? So I was gonna review Guardians of the Galaxy, but I said no because we all have watched Guardians of the Galaxy. We all like it. We all know what the premise is. We all have heard of it. But here's something you haven't probably heard of: Astro Boy. Popularized by the old mangas and cartoons. I believe it was a cartoon. This movie was an animated picture that came out in 2009, back when I was only 7. Gosh. So yeah, I was really small at that time. Now this movie is a tearjerker at the beginning, and it sort of still is at the very end, but so, if you want to watch this movie, I suggest you go look for it. But if you have seen this movie, or if you haven't but you don't really care, go ahead and just sit down and listen to the premise. Alright, so there's a scientist who doesn't hang out with his son that much. Sound familiar? Cats in the cradle. Yeah. And whenever his son sneaks off to see his dad, he dies because of a robot that his dad created. Now this world is just full of robots. They do everything that the humans tell them to do. They're nice. They don't turn against anyone. Something that you hardly would see out of a movie, which I like. Good job. So he dies, and then Nicolas Cage, the scientist, he rebuilds his son, but as a robot, advanced with all the weaponry and everything, and Nicolas Cage says he's not gonna die again, so I'm giving him all these weapons. In his cool Nicolas Cage voice. Oh, in this movie, he's not over the top anymore. He's just, like, perfect. But then he starts to realize you can't replace him. So he tries to get rid of him after Astro Boy, or whatever his face is, discovers his powers. And he's like, Dad, look at all my cool... Oh, you're gonna get rid of me? Well, I'm running away. So he does, and he gets attacked by someone who wants to run for president or mayor or whatever it is again. And he's like the best part of the movie. He's super funny, yet he's super stupid. And he's a jerk all the time. He blows him up. He blows Astro Boy up, makes him fly all the way down to... Oh yeah, I forgot to explain this. So they take all the dead body parts of robots and trash and dump it off of the area where they live. And it's just like, here's there, and then here's the real Earth. They're just floating up in the sky. There's real Earth. Full of trash. Just full of trash. So, he gets sent down there. He finds a robot named Trash Can. Yeah, trash can. And he's actually made out of trash can parts. Not that creative. I would have gone with like Robo Bin, something like that. Something. So he meets humans, and then he gets captured by these 3 robots, and they are the funniest characters. Well, okay, so here's the first one. He's tall and skinny, and he says, I'm the brains. And then there's like a mailbox type character, and he says, I'm the muscle. And I'm the fridge. I'm the fridge. Oh, he's so funny in that. Like, you think they all have one, and it's just like that classic joke where they're just like, I'm the shirt, the brains, I'm the face, the muscle, I'm the hat, I'm the hat. Ugh. Oh, I like that. So he meets them, and then he somehow gets sent. He helps out Kristen Bell. Yeah, she's in there. Elsa. She plays this like some teenager who looks like a nerd, but she's pretty powerful. Like she's not power hungry, but she's like really strong, and she tear your butt up. They find a big old robot. They name him Zog. Well, technically that was what his name was, but he's like funny. He doesn't really have that much lines, but like 2 lines, and he isn't in the movie for too long. So Astro Boy gets his cover blown. They like all discover. Oh, those 3 robots. Yeah, they captured him, and they said, "Wow, I knew you were a robot. Robot revolution." They're like the only ones who want to get back at the humans, which is funny. Sorry, my camera's shaking. I'm messing with stuff. So Astro Boy gets into robot games where he has to fight all these robots he does, and then he has to fight Zog, and he says, "I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not." And then the guy who runs the place gets mad, and he starts tasing both of them, and then Zog says, "Stop." And then he says, "Oh, you know you can't harm a human. It's been like that for 50 years." And then he says, "I'm old school." He doesn't die, sadly, but Astro Boy saves him, and then he's like, "What kind of robot are you?" And then he like flies away. Well, he doesn't fly away, I don't think. And then, like, he figures out that the world is being terrorized by the president or mayor or whatever you want to call him. He gets transformed into a robot because the robot absorbs everything that harms him. It's kind of like it's a Marvel character. It's like Absorbing Man or something. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've read that and watched him. But okay, so like he grows super big. He takes control of a plane. He's like bigger than the city, and Astro Boy's just like, "Fudge, man, I'm gonna die." And then like he gets picked up, and for some reason the robot has him by his butt, and he's like, and then he like has machine guns in his butt, and he fires them at him. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, my eye, you little son of a gun!" And then like he goes, "I got machine guns in my butt." He's just like tripping out, like, how the heck? What was he thinking? Now that explains why he's been up for so long. So he stops him, and then his dad says, "You are my son, I love you." And that's like a really touching moment. Kristen Bell finds her parents, and we all live happily ever. Oh wait, no. There's an alien, and it's gonna kill everyone. I was made ready, Dad. And that was the end of Astro Boy. They were gonna set it up for a sequel, but it just didn't do so good for some reason. I liked it. I gave it an A+. Animation was wonky, but at times it was wonky. But everything else about it was really, really good. Now, if you haven't seen this movie, I suggest you go check it out, and please do not watch this review yet. Which I should. I said that in the beginning. So, yeah. Well, I'm the Kid Critic. Peace.